A lot of people here. Last time there was a big crowd for me to talk about my wife was at my wedding. She told me, don't ramble like you did that night. It's a great day. It's an amazing turnout for a great cause. Together here to fight a disease that's affected every one of us. Raise money for Princess Margaret Hospital. It's just outstanding. I'm honored to share my story, why we play. My family's still getting used to living with cancer. It's been 9 months, roller coaster ride to say the least. But events like this are just so inspiring and supportive. They help you move forward. Speaking of support, I want to thank my team sitting down here. Uncle Smoke Barbecue for Allie. Made up of my brother, my high school buddies. We grew up in Windsor. I've known these guys 35, 40 years. They dropped everything to be here. Some of them drove up this morning. And it's what life's all about. I love you guys. Speaking of inspiration, I'd like you to meet my wife, Alicia Arkell. She and that 3-year-old little ginger behind her, that's Emmett, the little champ. They're my life's inspiration. I married this beauty 6 years ago. She's a guy's girl, sharp as a whip, funny as hell. She's young. She's now 34. Healthiest person I know. Yoga instructor, cycling instructor, eats well. Although now she jokes that I married a lemon. I don't think so. January 6th of this year, we're at a cottage family reunion up north. And in the middle of the night, Allie started shaking uncontrollably. I couldn't wake her. She was having a grand mal seizure, and it scared the hell out of us. My 2-year-old watched from his crib, confused as to what was going on. She was rushed to Peterborough General. CAT scan revealed she had a brain tumor. She was airlifted to St. Mike's shortly after here in Toronto. They eventually stabilized her seizures over the next 24 hours. Overnight, her situation worsened, and she had emergency brain surgery the next morning. They removed what they thought was about 90% of the tumor, but her seizures continued. She remained in a medically induced coma for the next 8 days to get them to stop. Of course, that led to a lot of complications and prolonged recovery time after surgery. She woke up in rough shape, no doubt. We were unsure if there's any cognitive damage. She had minimal to no movement in the left side of her body. Being in a coma on a breathing machine damaged her vocal cords to the point where she could barely whisper. She couldn't swallow. She lost 24 pounds in 2 weeks. Although she said, if I had known, I would have eaten a lot more at Christmas. She had no memory of anything. She was shocked when I told her. She never cried. She never felt sorry for herself. She was just focused on coming back home. Of course that happened. Oops. From there, recovery each day felt miraculous. She got stronger. She slowly got movement back in her left side of her body. Then her voice. Started eating real food. Started regaining weight. Just amazed us all. Then came the pathology results. We met our oncologist at Princess Margaret, and it wasn't the news we hoped for. She had a grade 3 astrocytoma, advanced brain cancer, and incurable. They said the stats say it'll go dormant, but eventually it'll come back. It'll come back as a grade 4 glioblastoma. What Gord Downey had. A lot of people know. Which ironic, because we were huge Hip fans, and Allie had taken his death particularly hard. She cried throughout the last concert we went to. Prognosis, a few years, maybe 10 years, maybe more, maybe less. Time will tell. And I was scared. I cried often, but not this girl. She's a rock. She just smiled and said, babe, I'm not going anywhere. Those are just statistics. There's always the outliers that outlive the norm, and I'm gonna be the outlier. You watch. That's how she was. She started posting on social media, telling her story, how she's getting through it, how she's living, hoping to inspire others. Her humor never left, starting referring to our cottage as Seizure's Palace. When good things would happen, she'd refer to them as tumor blessings. On January 21st, she got up and walked with a walker for the first time. Slow but sure, she walked to the elevator. We went down to the cafeteria and celebrated our 6th wedding anniversary in the hospital. It wasn't Niagara-on-the-Lake as I had booked, but I told her, still a road trip, still counts. She stole my fries despite being on a strict liquid diet. Gave her a look and she said, YOLO, in a whisper. She said, you only live once. 2 days later, she was discharged to Toronto rehab for 6 weeks. She had to relearn how to walk, cognitive therapy. They asked her goal, to be able to pick up my son again. And she crushed therapy. Within 2 weeks, she was picking him up, carrying him around. Within 3 weeks, she was sent home on Valentine's Day. Amazing. And she started outpatient treatments at Princess Margaret. 7 weeks of radiation and chemo. The team there is amazing. They loved her. She'd show up, crack jokes, try to make people laugh. She'd bring her own music and boombox. It's like, let's crank Death from Above, or David Bowie, or The Hip. All the other techs from the other room would come around. What is that noise? They're like, that's Allie. She's cranking her music. While she got radiation. We'd go to the gym after. She wanted to walk on the treadmill, do weights, go for lunch, bring Emmett sometimes. Just enjoy every hour, every day through the process. Tumor blessings, she called them. And cancer wouldn't stop us from living. 2 weeks after treatments, took a trip out to the Okanagan to visit family. It's important. A month later, we were in Mexico for her best friend's wedding. Never thought that possible, even a month earlier. Now she's on chemotherapy for a year, and she just completed month 5, and she's doing great. She gets an MRI every 3 months, and we see what the tumor's doing. Next one's tomorrow. Other than that, our life's back to normal, but it's a new normal, where Allie lives with brain cancer. But it's better. It's really better. We're more peaceful, we're more appreciative. Every day's a gift now. Most importantly, life with no regrets. We know there's more challenges ahead. So does everyone. Everybody has challenges. That's life. Allie's never cried, then or now, never felt sorry for herself. She smiles, carries on, works to get healthy, enjoying life, raising our little boy, cheering on the Leafs. Don't get me wrong, it's not been easy. She's exhausted from the meds. Just never complains. My wife went back to work yesterday and taught yoga for the first time. The support we've had has been overwhelming. Family, friends, complete strangers come forward, offer encouragement, share their stories. You realize cancer is everywhere. That's why we're all here. Princess Margaret Hospital is amazing. From the doctors to the volunteers that greet you at the door, everyone has a smile. You feel like they have your back. It's a good feeling. They're doing incredible research and treatment. We're so lucky we live 15 minutes from one of the top cancer hospitals in the world. They told me something like 500 or 600 people a day are coming through for radiation. It's crazy. Young and old, cancer doesn't discriminate. I've seen it firsthand. And if people, healthy people like Allie can get cancer, anybody can. But I truly believe it can and will be beaten in our lifetime. And that's why we're here. Support Princess Margaret, find a cure to eradicate this horrendous disease that's caused so much pain and suffering worldwide. And every little bit counts. Thanks for doing your part. I'm not just playing for my wife, but I'm playing for my 3-year-old son and his generation and those that follow. I leave you this: keep loving, keep supporting, keep the faith. Live and love life each day like it's your last. We're all terminal in a way. We're all gonna die. We just happen to get an early wake-up call reminding us that life's precious and don't waste it. Tumor blessings, as this girl says. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Go Leafs, go!
Thank you very much, Rick, Allie, and the whole Arkell family. What an inspiring story, my goodness. Incredible. Direct your attention to the screen right now. You'll see running shoes with yellow laces. They're available to survivors at check-in. Please wear them proudly and